Do you know what happened to the mechanic that was driving your car?
I don't think I can say.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually been asked, I've been asked explicitly not to say, although...
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a Tech Tuesday with our Corvette technician Chuck and myself, Rick Conti. And Chuck, it's actually good to be here, even though I'm not here today.
Oh, what do you mean you're not here?
I'm not here.
You're sitting right there. What?
No, I'm not. You know where I'm at.
I wish you'd hurry up and get back here. Okay. And he's back.
Hey, that time travel's pretty cool, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I think my hair's growing back. We always love having fun with you guys. Last week, we talked about that controversial video of the technician, or whatever you want to call him. Many things we can't say on camera, I'm sure he's been called.
Oh, yeah.
Driving that car in California erratically at 148 miles an hour. Before Chuck and I read a couple of quick emails, let me play this awesome video, just a segment of this video, and I'll put a full video link down below in the description from an attorney in Michigan. Check this out, because you knew exactly what he was talking about. I was telling Chuck off camera.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys bring your car in, they sign the service order.
Sure.
For you, in the event of the repair, you have to drive the car.
Yep.
If that guy, whomever, does something in your car, wrecks that car, you too could be held liable and sued. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Check out Steve from Michigan and his take on this.
A lot of states have got an idea called owner liability. That is that if you have a vehicle and you own it and you plan on driving it on the streets, you put insurance on it. And that insurance covers that vehicle, regardless of who's driving it. So if you bring it to a dealership for service and one of their techs jumps in it and takes it for a drive and runs somebody over, I assure you that you as the owner of that vehicle are going to get sued. Now, the dealership might get sued also, but you will get sued because you've got insurance in the car and you are the owner of the car. Owner liability. So when somebody, and I've encountered this before. I've actually had clients this happened to before. And when somebody comes back to the dealership and says to somebody complaining, one of your techs took my car for a joyride, they go, well, what's it to you? Who cares? You know, they brought the car back in one piece, you know, no big deal. Well, I generally am not big on the someone could have gotten hurt argument, but in this case I am, because of the fact of how ugly it gets when this happens. If somebody gets hurt in that vehicle or by that vehicle and they come back after the owner, it's going to sting when you realize you weren't even in the car. Somebody was using your car in a way that you did not authorize. But the problem, of course, is the courts are going to look at it and say, well, no, you brought your car to the dealership, you signed a work order, and on the work order it says that a tech might take it for a drive. Now, taking it for a drive beyond the scope of what they're supposed to be doing is obviously not something you anticipated, but that's got to get hashed out in court. Those lawsuits do get filed. And then the other interesting thing, and this is why I would pay very close attention to this if I was a car dealer, I was the actual owner of a dealership that sold cars.
And I'm hoping at the time we're recording this, I'm not sure if I have it. If we do, we'll put that in. I'm trying to get a hold of the owner of that car to kind of get some of the backstory, his reaction, and kind of a real-time update. What is going on with that situation that was extremely unfortunate. Hey guys, real quick, let me jump in here. Actually, on the phone right now, I am so proud and thankful that the guy known as Tasty Sauce, Michael, was kind enough to take a moment and talk about the situation in which his Corvette at the Chevrolet dealership in California was driven disrespectfully and erratically. And the situation actually has been resolved. I'll let him tell you. All right, guys, I am really excited and very honored that the guy on the phone with us right now is Michael, the guy that you've seen his car abused at the Chevrolet dealership by the technician. Everybody's talking about that video. Michael was kind enough to take a moment out of his day to talk with us and answer a couple of quick questions. Michael, thank you for joining us on the vlog today. It's great to talk with you, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
And this is a crazy situation, so a lot of people are curious about a lot of things, so we'll get to that in just a moment. On Mid-Engine Corvette Forum, you go by Tasty Sauce. What's that all about?
Oh, man, that's a name that might haunt me forever. It's from my childhood. I picked it as an online handle, and for some reason now I just identify with it. It has become my name. No real rhyme or reason. I like hot sauce, but Yeah, I don't have a good answer for that, but I've been asked many times.
I didn't know if you were some kind of fancy cook or something like that. I was hoping to get some secret recipe from you.
No, I'm sorry.
All right, not a problem. Okay, the Corvette that was involved in the situation, what year Corvette is that?
2021.
It is a 2021, and can you say what it was in service for?
A loose spark plug. It was actually in service for a knocking noise, and I posted on the forums asking what that might be.
Gotcha.
But they found it to be a loose spark plug.
Okay, all right. So relatively easy fix. You had the PDR set up as a dash cam, so it records every time the car's turned on in C8 Corvette, a new feature for us that thank goodness you had going. When you had a chance to get in the car and you saw the footage for the very first time, what did you think?
Yeah, I was sitting in the passenger seat of my car and scrubbing through the footage.
Yeah.
And when I saw that number hit 100, I thought, okay. And then I hit 120 and I started getting nervous. And then I finally scrubbed around and found it hit 148. It's really hard to describe how I felt. I'm the kind of guy that when I get my tires rotated, I sit at the shop and watch, make sure that I drive my car around. So this was really struck me at the core.
Right.
So I immediately pulled the footage and started taking action.
No doubt, man. Was there any damage done to the car?
I don't know.
Okay. I know you posted something on the forums, how the dealership reached out to you initially about offering some detailed service. You shut that down and you asked for some other things. Has your scenario between you and the dealership been resolved? And if so, can you tell us how it was resolved?
It has been resolved, and it was resolved today. And I want to really stress that the dealership's been absolutely amazing. I was very skeptical that they would resolve this, but not only did they give me the extended warranty that I asked for, but the owner of the family of dealerships reached out to me personally last night, said, we're going to make this right. We're really sorry. This is terrible. We're going to give you a new car. And they have offered me a 2022 C8 Corvette, exact same spec as my current one. And we actually finalized that deal today.
Wow. That's awesome.
So
and that's good to hear, because it really wasn't the dealership's fault. It was an individual working for the dealership that abused the situation in your particular car. So that's actually good news to hear. I'm glad to hear that that was resolved in that manner for you. So they're going to just buy your car from you or trade it, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, they're going to buy my car from me. They let me option it out. I submitted the order with them today. I actually pushed the submit button, which was kind of fun to do. And my car will be here in 6 to 8 weeks, and they've been incredibly gracious. I didn't have to sign any waivers. They didn't pressure me. I'm surprised, but it's gone extremely well.
There's a real serious situation that technician did in your car. I don't know if you saw the video that CorvetteBlogger.com put up from that attorney, Steve in Michigan, that talked about had something happen while he was driving your car, how you actually could have been involved in a lawsuit. What do you think about that?
I was shocked. My girlfriend found that video last night, and we sat down and watched it. This could have gone so differently, and if anything bad had happened, this would be a very different call. I'd probably have lawyers.
Right.
I'd be miserable. I'm very lucky in that respect.
Yeah, I know a lot of the guys made some great suggestions on the forum. They've been very helpful. This feels so good knowing that this is resolved well for you. So let me just give you 2 more quick questions, and I appreciate your time tonight. Going forward, are you going to do anything different when you take your Corvette into a dealership for service?
No, I think I can take it to this dealership, actually, knowing that it'll be safe. I mean, what can I do? I think it'd be great if GM would offer an option like a valet mode that would limit speeds, something like that. It's a fast car, it's an appealing car.
Right.
But what can I do?
Right. Now, that's a good mindset, man. I appreciate that. And just lastly, tell us a little bit how you like your Corvette.
Yeah, that's hard to describe. I love the car. It's everything I want it to be. I waited 11 months for it, and don't regret that one bit. It is such a blast to drive. Yeah, everyone waiting for one of theirs, it's worth the wait.
Fantastic. And what color do you have now?
I have Rapid Blue.
And what did you order for the 22?
Well, Rapid Blue, I got the exact same thing with a white interior. I love it. It's such a great color in person.
Yes, it really is. I agree, for obvious reasons, on my car as well.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you can breathe easy now. It's great to hear you have the confidence going forward with just the car itself and the dealership. That is really wonderful news. I'm glad, so thankful and blessed that nobody got hurt in that scenario, which very easily could have happened, as you know, from what you saw and what we all have seen. on the web. So, man, it means a lot to me that you took the time to share that with us and talk to us today. So thank you again, Michael. I really appreciate that. Hey, I did forget to ask you one question. I don't know if you know the answer to this. Do you know what happened to the mechanic that was driving your car?
I don't think I can say.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually been asked. Sorry, I've been asked explicitly not to say. Although I can tell you that I've shared the footage of the car chase or the mechanic driving with the CHP, and they're looking into it.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty serious then for him, then I would imagine.
Yeah, I really can't say about what the dealership's doing, but the CHP is looking at it, and I walked them through how to get the GPS data, and they're looking into everything.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man. I figured I'd ask you that too. A lot of people are kind of curious what happened to that guy. I think it's kind of obvious, but no, I respect that. I appreciate it again, man.
Yeah, no problem. That's actually the only thing I've agreed to not talk about, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough, man. Thanks, Michael. All right, 2 quick emails for you on Tech Tuesday. Chuck, if you would, please.
Sure. Got one here from Jim. It says, "Hi, Rick and Chuck. I have a 2015 Z06 with the 3LZ package. The car right now just has a little over 14,000 miles. This past week, I had it at a car show and noticed the passenger side top section of the dashboard. I had noticed a bubble approximately 1.5 inches wide by 10 inches long. It appears the adhesive is coming unattached from the Napole leather. Is there anything that can be done to fix this issue, or do I just have to live with it? It's just a shame for my car that the MSRP was $110,000, and with this happening, please pass this issue along on to Chuck, and hopefully he can tell me possibly what I can do to get this issue fixed so it doesn't get any worse. Thanks."
Jim, you ain't gonna like this answer.
Well, no, the only answer I have for you, and from a dealership perspective, is to replace the dashboard. Now, you might be able to find an aftermarket trim shop that could take the dashboard out and re-adhere it back down, but yeah, from a dealership perspective, all we can do is replace the whole dashboard. That's the only thing we can do.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the beginning of the end, as Chuck and I call it. We've seen that a number of times. One of the reasons I was fearful in getting a 3LT package myself because of the Napa leather and the wrap on the dash and the heat. And I've talked about it and I haven't done it yet, to get some type of a UV coating on the windshield to repel that heat, and that's what hurts that leather.
Yeah.
And because it's glued down, and what you're seeing is the delamination, that will continue and it will just wave and look awful. And
Yeah,
it's
unfortunate.
It's what he calls is the Waffle House situation.
Oh yeah, you got to scatter and splatter to replace the dash.
I need a scatter and splatter out there ain't no meat. It is not a pretty picture, but
No, it's not.
That's what's involved to fix that one. Jim, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for the email. Good luck with the repair and the future ownership of that car. One more for you today, and then we have a beautiful ride segment for you as well. And I don't know who it was that said it. I don't know if you've heard the song that we play every Tuesday that we do a ride segment. That's just a special song I got from my buddy Chuck in Oklahoma. And the song has so many different meanings too. I can't wait to see you again. It's you and I can't wait to see you again. Talking about your cars, I can't wait to see you again. Someone says, oh man, you gotta change that song. Ain't happening. That song is staying, man. Come on. Very inspirational. All right, one more email for you guys. This is about the Z51 spoiler. This comes from Larry, and he says, hello, Rick. I love the coffee and Conti on Sundays. Anyhow, I need to ask you a question about the Z51 spoiler that comes on the Z51 package for the C8 Corvette. I'm now the proud owner of a 2021 Red Mist. However, I did not order Z51, but I would like to have that Z51 low spoiler on my car. The problem is my local dealer, this is funny, my local dealer said he can't order one for me. He goes, then I asked him, I said, well, you guys do body work here at the dealership? And he said, well, yeah, we do. He goes, so let me ask you a question. If you have a car that's wrecked and comes in and has a Z51 spoiler and they need a replacement, what do you do? The dealership said, I don't know.
Good question.
Welcome to the launch of a new car.
Right.
So my question for you is, Rick, can a dealership order that spoiler that comes on a Z51? Appreciate any information that you can provide. The answer is yes, you can. Unfortunately, you can't order Z51 style spoiler on a non-Z51 car for C8. Exactly what I have. I got lucky. I had a spoiler that I got from a customer already, and they're going to do a new low spoiler for 2022. But in your situation, yes, you've got to have a guy that knows what he's doing in the parts department. Order that spoiler. Keep in mind, it comes paint to match. So you can get it to match the car or have it painted carbon flash. And then you need a guy like this to install it. Okay, so it's very simply said, yes, you can get that done. Don't be frustrated by some of the situations that you guys are dealing with on this new car. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate that. Trying to keep this format going. It's a great conversation between he and I and with you guys, and the emails and the questions to give you some troubleshooting resolutions, basically, and to try to give you guys a better ownership experience on your Corvette. So we got a lot more to come. If you'd like to submit a question for Tech Tuesday, how to use something, a situation you got going on, email address is up on the screen. Email Chuck and I, and we'll get to as many as we can each and every time that we do a Tech Tuesday. All right, so now it's that song that everybody, at least 99% of you, love, along with your beautiful rides. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you when I get back from Nevada.
I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you